Hey guys, how's it going? Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well, day or night, whenever you tune in and see this. So, this is going to be a general reading for water sign Cancer and for fire sign Leo. It is a general reading. Everyone is welcome, regardless of where you have Cancer and Leo in your chart. We're going to be starting with Cancer, and I pulled all of your cards Cancer ahead of time, so we will get into that in just a moment. And I am sorry for the lighting. I guess the light is just coming in a little strange, but I will pull the tarot cards up really close to the screen so you can see them a little bit better. I also wanted to say happy Halloween to those that celebrated. Happy All Souls Day and happy Day, the Mexican Day of the Dead. All right. So, yes, my videos are a little bit late. I wanted to get them out before Halloween, but I did have a little accident and hurt myself. So I had to take a few days off from the readings. But I am here now, and it is all divinely guided, divinely timed, right? So again, everyone is welcome, regardless of where you have Cancer and Leo in your chart. You may be a sun sign Cancer, a rising Cancer, or have Cancer in your moon, or Cancer again anywhere else in your chart, as we all have all 12 zodiac signs throughout each of our individual birth charts. Okay. So always feel to check out your other placements, because depending on what's going on in your life, you may resonate more with your moon sign, your rising sign, or your sun sign. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take these off just because take this off because it's a little hard for me to see, and it's a little uncomfortable. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get into your reading here, dear Cancer. And I'll just turn that down. I have the music on a little bit for the dogs. But sometimes it's a commercial, so I'll just turn it down. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started. I did already take a picture of all your cards here too, Cancer. So after the live is done, in case you want to see one photo of all the cards more up close and detail, I will be posting that. All you have to do is go in the description box below and follow the instructions there to go to my website, go to the Facebook, and then it will be there posted underneath the reading if you're interested in the photo. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a general reading. You can cover anything, between love, work, friends, family, health, etc. Money, all forms of abundance, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and do a quick sound bell and get started here, Cancer. And again, I hope everyone is doing well wherever you are, whenever you tune in. This will be a little bit loud just for a second, so just bear with me. And if you want, you can take a deep breath, or you can just chill out and go with the vibe and all that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and find out what Spirit wants Cancer wants you to know. All right, so here we go. Cancer. Okay, let's just move everything over. All right. So let's see here, Cancer. We are going to be talking about the 4.5 week time period from October 30th through November 30th. So we're going to start with the first four main cards on the top, and each of these cards correspond to about a week's time frame or so. All right, and then we'll also talk about your tarot confirmation cards, and what's on the top and the bottom of each deck, because I'm using two different decks. All right, and then at the very end, we also have an oracle card for you as well. All right, so let's see what you have here, Cancer. We start off with the Six of Swords in the reverse position. We have the Prince of Sacred Circles, also known as Prince of Pentacles, in the right side up position. We have the Strength card in the right side up position, and the Queen of Sacred Circles, Queen of Pentacles, in the right side up position. All right, so let's see here. As far as, and let me lock the dogs out, actually, hold on. Guys. All right. So, What I was going to say, sorry about that, Cancer, is that we want to see what other zodiac frequencies we have for you regarding the major arcana. So it looks like we have two major arcanas here for you today. We have the Strength card, Leo energy, and we have the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy. So this could mean for some of you guys, you're dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius, or you have a lot of those things in your chart or the other person's chart, multiple people's chart, right? It could also refer to astrology as far as timing. So it could be referring to the Sagittarius season or the Leo season of this year, of last year, or the one coming up. Or it means nothing at all, but I just like to mention it. What else do we have here for you as far as the minor arcana? What is the prevalent, most dominant one? It looks like you have two swords, two pentacles, one wand, two wands. Wow. Okay, so it looks like a tie. So what did I say? Two swords, two pentacles, and two wands. Okay, that's a lot, but that's all right. It's neither good nor bad, right? So when we talk about swords, we're talking about mental health, whether it's good mental health or bad mental health. When we're talking about the wands, it can be our physical body or our defenses. Are my defenses too high? Are they too low? Or are they just right? And when we're talking about pentacles, of course, we can be talking about money or wealth or just our values in general. Am I being valued enough? Is the other person vice versa, etc. Okay, so it seems like there's kind of quite a lot going on underneath the reading, but since it is a general reading, it may resonate for everybody a little bit slightly differently. Okay, but yeah, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you and talk about the possible timing of the cards as well. So I've been saying that the first card can be from around October 30th through November 6th. The second one can be from around November 7th through November 14th. The third one can be from around November 15th to the 21st, so like the middle of November. And then the last one can be from around November 22nd through November 30th. And I will go over the dates again when we're on each card. So let's start off here with the first card, Cancer. So you do have that Six of Swords in the reverse position. Normally with this reversal, I would say that it's an energetic blockage, but based on all of your other cards, I'm not going to be reading it that way because what's underneath them as well, the energy from the past, it tells a little bit of a different story. So the way that I see this Six of Swords in the reverse position here for you, Cancer, is that you have let's see, it says my connection isn't good. That's not good. Is the connection bad? Why is it still saying that? That's weird. It says I have full internet. Oh. That's so weird. Why does it say that? Maybe I turn on the chat. find out if you can see me still. Let's see. I don't know if I can do that after I started. Allow automatic. Customization. Chat. Save. That's so weird. I guess I should just start again. Oh, it looks like it's working. Okay, that's so weird. Alrighty. It says connection unstable, so I kind of stopped, but I just checked on my end and it looks good. So I'm going to continue. I'm not sure what that was about. But yeah, the light has been a little weird anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going and hopefully the connection is okay and all that good stuff. So Cancer, sorry about that. We're now at what, 14 minutes almost. So I'll put that in the timestamps of when we're actually starting, since we had a little bit of technical difficulties, or that's what my computer is saying. So anyway, we're on your first card, your first week, which we said could be from around October 30th through November 6th, where we are now, and I'm filming this on the 2nd. And we have the Six of Swords in the position. So I was saying that normally it would be read a different way, but because of your surrounding cards and what's underneath, I see this as a good reversal, right? Not all reversals are bad, but normally this one would say something different, okay? But this one is a good piece here, Cancer, because it's saying to me that the work that you've done or the other person, multiple people, general environment situation, as far as their mental health, to let things go with the anxiety, worry, overthinking, and possibly just healing in general. This has been happening. So it's like because it's reversed here, Cancer, I really feel like it's saying that part is done, okay? Also, the integration of the crown chakra with the emotions, the heart chakra has also been done here. Now, Cancer, when we're talking about your first card, it can be energy from the recent past. So it could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years that we're picking up here as well. So also just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. But the reason why I said this is a good reversal here because of your surrounding cards is because this energy from the past here, Cancer, we do have the Temperance card in the right side up position, which was on the top of your deck, Sagittarius energy. And then over here with that Ace of Staves or Ace of Wands, as it's known in the right side up position, was on the bottom of your deck here. So you do have a lot of fiery energy, not only Sagittarius, you also have Aries and Leo, and you have Leo over here again as well, like I was saying in the beginning. It didn't cut out, okay? So basically, in the past here, Cancer, somebody was, or an energy was very patient, okay? Was transmuting the energy, was balancing between the 3D and the 5D, the physical world and the spiritual world, all right? And alongside that energy here, Cancer, there also was a lot of passion, creativity, some kind of ending and new beginning with this ace showing up. And also, there could have also been in the past, Cancer, this really fertile energy, right? So not only like physical body, if you're a woman and you want to have a baby, but the metaphor of being fertile. So starting a new project, a new phase, a new cycle of your life, okay? And that's why when you put these cards together, this is a really great reversal with that Six of Swords in the reverse position. So I feel like this first week here, Cancer, is really preparing you or preparing the other person or multiple people, general environment situation, for all of these really good things to come in here following, okay? So you really don't have... Okay. Open up, guys. I closed the door and then I opened the door because I thought I was affecting the internet. But anyway, I'm just going to keep going and hopefully it's still recording. So when we get to your second card in your second week here, Cancer, and we said this could be from around November 7th through November 14th, we have the Princess Sacred Circles in the right side up position, okay? So this is a very abundant energy, and it speaks of also being open to learning new things, because he's a prince and not a king yet. But it's also about communication, okay? So there could be a medium-sized communication that comes in to you, Cancer, or from you, or comes in general from your spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever you want to call it, right? Your ancestors, that wants to sit down and have some type of common ground with you, because this guy is holding the Native American peace pipe and we see the smoke in the background. So the smoke is an additional message of communication on top of the regular message of the card, okay? And so I think this is coming in, again, it's being made possible here, Cancer, because in the past, somebody let go of the anxiety, worry, overthinking, and they did the integration of the heart chakra and the crown chakra. They were patient, they birthed new projects and new things, got into their creativity to make it possible for this communication opportunity to come through. So that's really nice to see here, especially when we're talking about the first 2 weeks of November, Cancer. All right, so let's keep going now because we have lots of other good stuff here for you. Now, Cancer, when we get to your third card in your third week, which could be from around November 15th to the 21st, basically the middle of November, we do have that Leo energy coming in with the Strength card in the right side up position, okay? And so this is telling me that you are, or the other person, multiple people, general environment situation, is feeling very strong, not only physically, right? The way the card is depicted, she's wrestling the lion, right? But also strong as far as our spiritual side, our emotional side, okay? Because it represents courage and passion and creativity. The Strength card also shares a lot of similarities with the Magician card, if you're familiar with tarot. So she is the manifester in her own way, right? She has the infinity symbol above her head, just like it's in the clouds here, if you can see it, just like the Magician, okay? So The strength card coming here, Cancer, also could be that there was some type of strength that you had in the past in some type of particular way that's coming out again. Okay, so that's the same thing as a magician, right? It's like I was able to manifest in many lifetimes. I was strong in many lifetimes, right? So this could be some kind of like deep seated thing from your ancestors, spirit guides coming in, reminding you or reminding the other person, multiple general environment here. It could also be talking about there's some areas in your chart here, Cancer, or where Cancer is in your chart. It may not be a sun sign Cancer or whatever, or rising or moon. That there's something in the Leo area of your chart that also is going to bring out this strength here too. But it's really nice, regardless of how it may resonate for you. All right, so let's keep going though, because these are kind of very self-explanatory. So now we're getting here, Cancer, into your fourth week. The fourth card we said could be from around November 22nd through November 30th, so basically the end of November, right? And we have the Queen of Sacred Circles in the right side up position, okay? This is also a very abundant energy when we talk about sacred circles, or also known as pentacles. We're, of course, talking about money and wealth, but all forms of abundance, whatever it is you want to manifest, or the other person, etc. All right. And it's also about possibly leveling up, because remember, you have the same minor arcana twice. Your second week, you have the Prince of Sacred Circles, so that's her son. And the fourth week, you have the Queen of Sacred Circles. So there definitely could be a big difference between what's coming in here on the second week and the fourth week, Cancer. So there could be a promotion or a raise for some, right? It could be a leveling up in a relationship, romantic relationship, taking the next step, whatever the logical step would be between those two people. It also could be with friends or family, or your creative side hustles or projects. It could be with health, but we're talking about the pentacles, which is wealth and money, but also our values. So if you weren't being valued enough before, by the end of November in some way, you could be finding your own value, or other people are starting to value you more here too. Now, this is also a really beautiful, nurturing energy, because as far as the other queens in the tarot, the Queen of Pentacles is the most earth sign energy, right? So we could be talking about, it's not their official card, right? But earth sign energies, and I just had a brain fart, basically Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth sign energy over here. But it's not so much about the signs, right? It could just be really that nurturing energy coming in, and you stepping into your fullest power as far as your money or wealth or your value in some way. Because we do have the full moon that's really tiny behind this grandmother kind of like queen spirit, okay? So that's really beautiful to see here, Cancer. I love to see it. So let's see what else. We're not quite done with the tarot yet. Now we do have two confirmation cards that came out for you this time. One of them is the repeating card. So normally I try to only do one confirmation card, but the other one came out and Spirit was like, take it. And then I found out that it was a repeating card, so I had to take it, okay? So that's what we did. So your confirmation card for this time period, Cancer, is going to be a combination of past energy and also future energy, okay? It's coming in here and confirming all 4.5 weeks, all four cards that we just talked about, okay? So here we have the Ten of Wands in the right side up position, Cancer. So this is talking about endings and new beginnings. And when we talk about wands, we're talking about our defenses, right? So when we have 10 of wands, and 10 in tarot is the highest number, right? So that's why it could be endings and new beginnings. It's also like somebody wants to lay down those wands. Somebody wants to lay down their defenses. Usually in other decks, sometimes you see an old man with gray hair, and he's at almost the top of the stairs. And in the background, we see a castle or his house, whatever, right? So he's putting down all the work that he's done, or he's also putting down past defenses that he doesn't no longer need anymore. Okay. Now, when we talk about wands, we could also be talking about health issues, right? So when we have 10 of wands, it's like he's putting the wands down. So we could be also saying putting down the bad health, having better health, okay, having better defenses, right? So we're not being a bully, but we're not being a victim. We're being just right as far as our defenses. So this is a really nice energy here, Cancer. And because it is a combination of past and future energies, I believe that it's saying if you stay on this path, you have no energetic blockages, gentle reminders, or challenges in your first four cards. That means that if you stay like that, right, in those energies that we already talked about, then you can get that 10 of Wands as well, okay? So really cool here, Cancer. Now, the other confirmation that card that came out, the extra one that I took, remember how I said it is a repeating card, okay? So for some tarot decks, you have 72 cards, 75, 76 cards, right? Whatever amount of number in the deck, okay? I believe these two are both 72. That means it's 1 in 72 chances that it's going to come out again, okay? So here we have that Six of Swords in reverse, the one that we started off with that I said was kind of acting almost like it wasn't reversed. That was the energy I got with the surrounding cards, okay? And then over here, you have the Six of Swords right side up, okay? And so this is basically saying that, literally in this deck, it calls the Six of Swords the Lord of Earned Success, okay? But also, if you look at the other Six of Swords in the other deck, it's like he knows there may be a little bit of anxiety, worry, overthinking. I mean, who doesn't have that, right? It's life from time to time. But this guy is meditating, this little monk here that we see, okay? So he's working through the emotions, the river or pond behind him, plus an ocean behind him. And he wants to be able to put the anxiety down or have more of a balanced mental state, okay? So that could be that earned success. So he's worked really hard. He's become a meditator. He's worked hard to come to this point, okay? So I feel like that's just an additional, message here from Spirit to say continue to work hard to have a more balanced mental health, okay? And work through the emotions and have them, working together, right? Not overthinking and only thinking of the logical world and the 3D, but also of the emotions, the heart chakra, the 5D, if you wanted to even say it that way. Okay, so having them kind of work together. So this is really beautiful, Cancer. Your reading this time is like super simple and straight to the point. Hopefully I'm explaining it well for you guys. So let's go ahead and talk about your Oracle card for this time period or even beyond, right? So this is the Rebecca Campbell Starseed Oracle deck, whatever, right? I just mentioned it. It's all, I don't get any from mentioning it, right? I don't get any money from that, but I just like to mention it. I have it in the description box, like all the decks I use. But anyway, so the message you got, Cancer, is dance with life. And I've never seen this card. It's so pretty. It's like a mirror image of one woman dancing on one side and then the other, the same mirror image of this woman dancing. So it basically says, do something to change your energy, okay? So look how beautiful that is. Hopefully you can see it, right? So if the energy starts to lean towards the anxiety, worry, overthinking, and being confused or overwhelmed by the emotions, do something to change the energy. Okay, raise your vibration. I know one of the simplest things you can do to raise your vibration if you don't feel like dancing, right, is actually clapping or singing, right? No one needs to hear you. No one's judging you on like how good you are at singing, let's say, if you do want to sing some song or play some music that you like. But it's just raising your vibration to get out of kind of some negative, worried energy, okay? But yes, Cancer, that is what I have for you. And hopefully you got something from it. And feel free to let me know in the comments down below in the future if you want how things may come out for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to Leo now. It's about 29 minutes, so I'll mark that, kind of in my head. But I also want to check really quickly here too to make sure the video is still going well. Let's see. I'm going to wave at myself and see if it works. Okay. It's still working even though my computer says that it's not. So, cool, awesome. Let's go ahead and keep going here. So again, thank you, Cancer, for tuning in. And if you want to support the channel, there's a couple free ways to do that. You can, of course, like the video. Not only does it tell me that you liked the video, but it shares it within YouTube's algorithm with others. And then if you want to subscribe and you haven't yet, that is also free. You just hit the subscribe button on the bottom right. And basically, you will be informed when I put out new readings and videos. And so to do that, you just have to have a free YouTube account where you sign up with your email. So it's really not a big deal. It just takes a few moments to do that if you haven't done that before or whatever. Some people are new to YouTube, so I have to remember that. All right, so those are going to charge for a second. So we'll do that, and they'll definitely be shuffled a lot more than that, so don't worry. But let's go ahead and do a sound bell from all the interruptions and computer stuff, and let go of the Cancer wonderful energy and tune into the Leo energy, okay? So also, we do want to welcome people that are just tuning in later for the Leo reading. And this is going to be a general reading that can cover anything like money, friends, work, health, love, etc. And it is a general timeless reading, meaning that it can resonate for some before or after the original time stamp that's in the title. So it can resonate before or after October 30th through November 30th for some. And that's pretty much it, I think. So let's go ahead and do the sound bell for Leo and get started. So if you want, you can take a deep breath and breathe with me, or not with me, but with the sound of the bell, or you can kind of just relax and go with the flow here. So, all right, just be aware it will be a little loud for just a few moments. All right, Leo. All right, Leo. I think I said earlier, but yeah, happy belated Halloween to those that have celebrated, and happy All Souls Day and Mexican Day of the Dead as well to those that celebrate. So, all right, let's go ahead and tune into the Leo energy and see what Spirit wants to tell us for Leo. So, Spirit's guide my hands. Messages for Fire Sign Leo the Lion for October 30th to November 30th. Leo. Let's just see those for there for a second. Okay. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Fire Sign Leo the Lion for October 30th through November 30th. Leo. Messages for Leo. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Leo the Lion for their highest vibration, October 30th through November 30th. Leo. Messages for Leo the Lion, October 30th through November 30th. Leo. Messages for Leo the Lion, Fire Sign Leo the Lion, October 30th through November 30th. Leo. 4 cards, only spirits, please. Messages for Leo the Lion for October 30th through November 30th. Leo. Messages for Leo the Lion, October 30th, November 30th. Fire sign, Leo the Lion. Messages for Leo, fire sign, Leo the Lion, October 30th through November 30th. Leo. All right, so let's see real quick how Spirit wants these. So just confirm whether you want them right side up or vice versa. So it's first position is the first tarot card for this Leo reading. Yeah, okay. As Spirit seems to be in the secret circles in the position is the first tarot card. Okay. As Spirit seems to be in the position is the first tarot card. Okay. Confirm Spirit seems to be in the cups in the first position is the fourth tarot card. Okay. All right, so then we'll go ahead and take the top and the bottom and confirm what they want with that. Spirit seems to be in the reverse position of the person on top of the sexual act. Spirit seems to be in the states in the reverse position represent what's in the bottom of this ancestral path tarot deck for this Leo reading. Yeah. Okay. Maybe they want them down there. We'll find out in just a second. Let's go ahead and take one card from this deck as well. Okay. Spirit messages for Leo. Leo, the fire sign, Leo the Lion. One card only, please, spirits, for fire sign, Leo the Lion, for October 30th. All right. Spirit, student, the fire surge in the right side up position, represent the first one. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it did come out reverse. Just want to make sure. Spirits must have first position. All right, they want it like that, so that's what we're going to do. We're also going to take the top and the bottom. Okay. Here's some magician on the right side of position. On the top of this, Renee Tarot deck for this Leo reading. This person with the death card in the reverse position represent what's in the bottom of the Renee Tarot deck. Okay. All right, and before we confirm those, we'll get the last oracle card real quickly. And I got super quiet, so just want to put a little music in case the dogs start barking. All right. You know they're locked out. They're loud. Okay. Thank you, spirits. Messages for Leo the Lion for October 30th through November 30th. Additional messages for Leo the Lion for October 30th through November 30th. What do we need to see? What do we need to know? All right. Make sure. Spirits, this one. All right, so they want that. Awesome. Let's just move everything over for a moment here and we figure out where they want these guys. Okay. Spirits, do you want me to talk about the magician in the right side up position and the death card in the right side up position when I talk about the 9 of sacred circles in the reverse position? Okay, so yes, all right. And then let's see, we want this here. Spirits, you want me to talk about the 4 of swords in the reverse position and the Queen of staves in the right side up position when I talk about the 5 of cups in the reverse position? All right, so they want those there. So that actually is pretty straightforward. So we'll go ahead and take a picture and we'll get started, Leo. All right, let's do this photo. All right, looks good enough for me. Okay. All right, so we're at, 39 minutes? Okay, so I'll make a mental note. All right, so let's see what we have here for you, dear Leo. Leo the Lion. All right, so we start off with the 3 of sacred circles in the right side up position. We have the 2 of staves in the right side up position. The Nine of Sacred Circles in the reverse position, and the Five of Cups in the reverse position. And then we'll talk about the other ones a little bit later. That's past energy. But yeah, we're going to see what's coming out here for you, Leo, for this 4.5 week time period from October 30th through November 30th. So let's see what other zodiac frequencies are showing up here. We have Gemini, Sagittarius energy, not their official cards, but they're showing up in the Magician here. And is that, I guess that's your only, no, you have just getting two major arcanas. So you have, what did I say, Gemini, Sagittarius, and then you have the Death card with Scorpio energy. So for some, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, or Scorpio, or it's referring to Gemini, Sagittarius season of this year, of last year, of next year, or it's referring to Scorpio season that we're in now, or last year, or next year, right? Or it could be referring to something in your birth chart or another person's birth chart that you're dealing with. But those are a couple of different ways that may go down. But just kind of put it aside, right? Have it in the background, and if it doesn't fit, then completely throw it away. I got stuck. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Now, Leo, as far as your minor arcana, what's the dominant one here? You've got two pentacles, one wand. Oh, I'm sorry, two wands, two swords, one cup. So you might have something similar to what Cancer was doing. They have like three different ones. So what did I say? Okay, so two pentacles, right? Yes. Two swords and two wands and one cup. So it looks like it's a tie between the pentacles, the swords, and the wands. Okay. So what does that mean? Well, that means that there could be an underlying theme or issue of values, money. Am I being valued enough? Is the other person vice versa? Am I being paid enough? Etc. Blah blah blah. When we talk about wands, we're talking about our defenses, right? So are the defenses too high, too low? Are there health issues within the physical body? That kind of thing. And then what was the other one? Swords. Swords is the mental health, right? So that would be, am I overanalyzing, overthinking, too much up in the air sign energy in the head, or am I just right with my mental health? So that could be an additional theme kind of going on underneath the reading. But let's go ahead and go back to where we were with the first card here, Leo. All right, so you start off with the Three of Sacred Circles, in the right side up position, also known as Three of Pentacles. And we said this could be from around October 30th through November 6th, so the week we're in here now. I'm filming this on the 2nd, November 2nd, I believe. All right, so this is about stacking abundance, right? It's about wanting to create more of something as far as wealth or value, because it's a 3, right? And then tarot, it goes from 1 to 10. Now, it could also be, this is energy a little bit from the recent past, in particular when we're talking about the first tarot card, but it can be like throughout the whole reading, right? Everyone will be a little bit different. But it could also be here, Leo, about you or about another person, multiple environment situation. But regardless of that, right, this energy is talking about, again, wanting to build wealth, wanting to build value in some way. And it could be that because this is really about getting your priorities straight, there's a little bit of like this solitude energy to this card as well, the way that it's depicted, right? Because this Native American hut is like way far away from all the other huts in the background, all right? So that could be because somebody is really focused on building their abundance, their wealth, their value, and so they think that they will have a greater time doing that if they're alone and focus more. So that's not saying that's necessarily good or bad, but it's just kind of showing what's present here. We also have in the bottom of the card, inside the drums, and in the clouds in the sky, the eagle spirit and the bear spirit. Okay, so it's almost like this energy or this person here, Leo, if it's you or someone else, right, um, is wanting to see things from a higher perspective, right? Like a bird, okay, or that's what they need to be doing to help build their abundance, or that's what you need to be doing to help build your abundance. But also, when we're talking about building abundance and wealth and value, we have the bear spirit here. So, how can I conserve my energy? Um, how can I conserve my money, my wealth during the winter, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be winter; it's just a metaphor. But that could be something that this person or this energy is starting to do a little bit with them, kind of pulling away from the community here that we kind of already talked about. Okay. But yeah, this is just kind of, I don't look at this card in a bad way at all. I just look at it for what it is, right? We all have periods where we're trying to focus on something and get more money and get more value. Who doesn't want to do that? Okay. So that's kind of what we have as far as the first card and first week here, Leo. So now when we get into your second week, we have the Two of Staves, or also known as Two of Wands, in the right side of position. And I said this could be from around November 7th through the 14th, but again, that's just a general timeline. Okay, it could be a little bit before, a little bit after. Excuse me. But yeah, this energy is about people watching. It's about getting all the information together and gathered, all the details gathered together before making some type of decision or starting out in something. Okay, so we see the back of this Egyptian woman's head. She's lying on her chase lounge, right? And she's looking out at the Nile River and she's watching the other ships where they're going. And she's saying, well, can I learn from that? Can I learn from these people watching this research, looking at all the details? Have they gone through similar situations that I have that I can learn, right? So again, it's more of this hermit kind of energy that was present a little bit in the first week, but it's definitely here stronger in that second week of trying to get through the emotions as well, because that's what the water represents in the tarot, and she's looking at the water, right? So yeah, so I see it as also like a healing energy. The beginning processes of healing something. Okay, since it is staves and wands, it could be related to health or the physical body, but it's a beginning process here, and it looks you know nice. Now, it totally makes sense that this Two of Staves is following the Three of Sacred Circles. It could also go the other way too, right? So going inward within, and then this person is going off in the village, or going inward in within, get going off from the village, and then also doing kind of that same thing of um, just recharging or healing the physical body before starting off again. Okay, so that's what we have there. Now, as we get to this third week here, Leo, we have a little bit of an energetic blockage or gentle reminder challenge, as I like to call it. And it's nothing to worry about too much, okay? But we do have to discuss it, okay? So we have the Nine of Sacred Circles, also known as Nine of Pentacles, in the reverse position here, okay? So it could just be saying that there is somebody or something that's not feeling enough support from others, their support system, right? So romantic partner, friends, family, mental health care worker, animals, whatever. Someone's not feeling the support here, or they could be having a hard time focusing on something that they're normally really good at focusing at, or you're really good at focusing at, vice versa. And so I feel that that could be because somebody or some energy is scared of the changes coming up. I say that because it is a nine, right? And 10 is the highest in tarot. So it's like this energy, even though it's reversed and it's feeling more lack of support, a lack of focus, it's almost like that's happening because maybe they're scared of some area of their life leveling up, taking up more responsibilities. So even if you get a raise, a promotion, or more of a promotion, I guess, it's more money, right? At work, if we're talking about work or money, but it can be more responsibilities, less time with your friends and family, blah, 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 right? So there's a little bit of that energy here. Um, So let's go underneath it though and see what else Spirit wants to talk about. So this energy underneath is past energy. So it can be days, months, weeks, years, etc. in the past. But we have your two major arcana showing up here in the past with the Magician on the right side up position and the Death card in the right side up position. And we're talking about it with that Nine of Sacred Circles and Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we do have Gemini, Sagittarius, and Scorpio card over here. All right. So Leo, it's almost weird because it's like everything in the past that you've done, or the other person or general environment situation, is ready for this Nine of Sacred Circles to be right side up, to be like, yes, I have the support. Yes, I have the skill, determination, focus, and I'm moving forward towards an ending, a new beginning, a leveling up, possibly. But remember, it's reversed. But based on the past cards, it's weird that it came out that way, right? Because with the Magician in the right side up position, and just look at one at a time, maybe. Okay, he is the ultimate manifester. Okay, he has all the tools of the tarot underneath him, of the minor arcana. So he's got the wands, the swords, the cups, and the pentacles. Everything is on his little altar in his little circle in this deck. Okay. So he's also very confident, right? So it speaks of a confident energy. It speaks of an ancient energy, right? He's a manifester. He's dealing with magic, right? And lots of energies, okay, but he's working with them and he knows how to work them. Now, on the other side, we had that Death card, right? So the Death card is not to be scared of, right? So it's all about metaphor, okay? So it's the dying of something to bring in something new. So the dying of a cycle, a phase, something like that, okay? So this was really, the Death card is so supportive. You see the Death card right side up, and then you get a card that's a 10, or is it ace or whatever, right? It's all like, okay, go for that ending, that new beginning. It's clearing the path, right? I think of the Death card almost like cleaning out your closet for springtime, right? So giving away, donating clothes so then you can get new clothes, or just have a tidier, less junky closet, whatever, right? So yeah. So anyway, Leo, this energy, sorry, from the past, is so supportive of this Nine of Sacred Circles being in the right side up position, but it's reversed. Now, I want to look at the astrology again. I know that we do have Jupiter going direct on November 23rd. Okay, that's a good thing for everybody. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. Everything it touches expands. So, and Jupiter is known for luck, travel, religion, politics, etc. Okay, but really luck, I would say. We'll just focus on that. So this week, this third week should be really more positive for some people. Things start to flow more easily. And it feels like it should, again, based on your past cards, but it's not, okay? And I feel that it's really just about somebody maybe scared of some type of change coming up. I mean, yes, change can definitely be scary. But sometimes it gets scary and messy and painful for a little bit, but then hopefully when you come on the other side of that, there's something better situated for you, or more positive, or something like that. So anyway, let's keep going though. I don't want to stay there too long. All right, Leo. So now we're getting into your fourth card, your fourth week, which we said could be from around November 22nd through November 30th, maybe, right? Possibly a little bit before, a little bit after. But we have the Five of Cups in the reverse position. And this is really good. Okay. It's like, thank God. Thank God. Thank the gods and the goddess, right? Thank the higher powers. Thank your ancestors, your guardian angels, okay? So all this kind of mess over here that we just talked about, now we have a great reversal, okay? The Five of Cups in the reverse position. So whatever that energy was, Leo, it looks like by the end of November, November 22nd through the 30th, or maybe even the first week of December, somebody has gotten a perspective change, okay? Somebody or some energy is now not just focusing on the negative, but also the positive, okay? Not just the white and black areas, but the gray areas in between and more the white areas too. Okay. So this is really good. So let's see what's underneath this card too to see what made this possible. But actually, let's talk about it in just one second. A little bit more about the Five of Cups in reverse. So as far as the imagery goes, I'm going to show you how it looks on the right side up position. So this king is crying. He spilled his milk or his wine, right? And so the other people are like, wait, we have more wine. We can share with you. So he's in the past, excuse me, only focusing on the negative, right? But I said it was reversed. So now this person or this energy is like, okay, I can get more wine. I know that there are people and situations that want to be more helpful for me or can help me in general make my life a little bit easier. Okay. So let's also go now into the other part I was just going to discuss. So this is again past energy that made it possible for this Five of Cups in the reverse position to come out. Okay. So what we have is the Four of Swords in the reverse position, which is on the top of your deck. And then we have the Queen of Staves in the right side up position was on the bottom of your deck here, Leo. Okay. So it looks like in the past, somebody, if you put just like this, the Five of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse, they're kind of similar in the way that someone has now decided to shift the energy, okay, in a more positive direction, if you wanted to say. So in the past, if the Four of Swords was right side up, she doesn't want to share her anxiety, worry, overthinking. So she's trying to bury her sword. She's trying to bury those things and not share it with others. But it was flipped, right, Leo? So somebody stopped doing that in the past and they said, hey, you know what? If I do need help or I'm stressed out, I'm not going to hide it because I'm a human and we all go through these things. So somebody again did this in the past, and this made it possible for the future, current, present energies for someone to say, you know what, if I need help, I can get it. But also, if I focus more on all the different shades, the positive and negative and in between, then I'm going to start. Then I'm going to start flowing more easily in my life. Okay. But also in the past, we have this Queen of Staves here. We have fire sign energy. And we talk about the staves or the wands. So also another Leo energy like you, Leo or Aries or Sagittarius. In the past, more Sagittarius energy. But it's saying that in the past, there was somebody that, or an energy that was very confident and they felt comfortable around their support system, their team, okay, the people that were there for them, okay, so because her eyes are closed, okay, and we see that there's an animal in the background. It could be a hyena or a dog or whatever. It looks like a dog, I don't know, but whatever, okay, and so I always like to use the example, if you were out in the wild, you wouldn't necessarily close your eyes if you were by yourself and there's big ass bears or tigers or whatever is going to attack you. Okay, so she has the silent confidence to close her eyes, to trust her support system that they're going to have her back. And she's also the queen, right? So she has a level of authority and respect and all these things. So I think that even if this wasn't you here, Leo, in the past, it could have been you, right? But it also could have been someone around you that really wanted to bring out those qualities in yourself or in you, right? So there could have been this other fire sign energy in the past that wanted you to see those things too. All right. But yeah, I just saw there's something in the chat. So hold on, let me see. You can see me. Yes. Hi. There's a Leo person. Why he backed off from me? Hey, study mode. I'm not sure. I would have to do like a little reading for you. But let me finish this reading and then see if I can do like a couple cards for you real quickly if you're still here. Okay. But let's just focus right now on where we're at with the reading for everyone for Leos. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Leo. So, yes. So, we just finished the fourth card, fourth week. So yes, so now we're over here in your tarot confirmation card energy. And so this is a little bit of past and future energy, but it's going to come in here and confirm all 4 weeks, all 4 cards we just talked about. Okay. So you got the Five of Swords in the reverse position. And this is another great reversal, Leo. Okay. So this is kind of telling me that if you stay, Leo, towards the end of November in that Five of Cups in reverse, if you continue to focus on not just the negative, but the positive and the in between, that you can also not let things defeat you, right? So, literally, the name of this card, if it was right side up, is Lord of Defeat, okay? Right? But it was reversed. So, you don't have to let these things defeat you, okay? Now, the other thing is that there's a little bit of I'm trying to think of a way to say it. A little bit of this energy of someone also, if it's a person or an energy, Leo, that wants to let go of the competition energy that could be present, competing with yourself or with others. But also the Five of Swords in reverse is a great reversal too, because it's like in the past, if somebody was focused on too much on the future, oh man, how are things going to go? Or if they were focused too much on the past, this is the way it's always been, and not enough on the present moment, right? So that would be the energy of the Five of Swords if it was right side up. But it is reversed. So it looks like here, if you continue to focus on the present moment, on your priorities, on your intuition, the first two cards, first 2 weeks that we talked about, I think that you can get that skill, determination, and focus and supportive energy back that you were lacking in the third week if you just continue to basically, be in the present moment and see all the shades and colors of the rainbow, as they say. All right. So hopefully that makes sense here, Leo. As far as the tarot, but before you go, we also have this little Rebecca Campbell Oracle card for you. So the one you got for this time period or even beyond. It seems to be a theme today. No one else got this particular card, but when I tell you, if you saw some of the other readings, you'll know. All right, but it is Lemuria. Okay. So Lemuria is similar to Atlantis. So it's supposed to be a city, a town, a community in the past, thousands of years, right? That was highly advanced and was even possibly secret. Okay. So anyway, what this card is showing us here is this kind of green landscape and waterfalls, but it basically says create heaven on earth, believe it's happening. Okay. So that is really beautiful, right? And that kind of just goes with what we already said, right? The Five of Cups in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. Like, believe that it's happening, stay in the present moment. Also, be happy in the present moment, heaven on earth. Don't just save your happiness for when you die and you go to heaven. Don't just save your happiness for when you make more money or you get the right romantic partner or you get blah, 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 right? Be happy in the present moment as much as you can be, because happiness is always a choice, okay? So that is what I have for you here, dear Leo. And I hope you found something from it that was helpful to you. And so always feel free to let me know in the comments down below after these we go through this time period, since it's still coming up, how things go for you if you want to share. And also, if you want to subscribe, it is free to subscribe. Another great free way to support the channel. So all you have to do is click the subscribe button if you want to. And if you want to share this video with others, you can also do that, right? Just send it to them in all the different ways through social media. And the third way and free way to support the channel is if you like this video and you hit that like button, thumbs up. Not only does it tell me that you resonate with the video and like some content in the video, it also tells YouTube's algorithms to share it more with others. All right. So anyway, with all that being said, I will let you guys go, but I will see if this person in the chat is still here and see if I can do like a quick little mini reading for them. So hold on, I'm blind. Let's see here. All right, so I don't know if they're still here because it says, oh wait, no, that's what it said before. Okay, so study mode, are you still here? Yay. I guess you maybe have already left. All right. But if you come back to this video later, study mode, and you want to get a little free reading, I will try to do that for you. I try to do here on the channel free readings from time to time, depending on my schedule. And it's just, again, I usually ask people to subscribe in exchange for that, just an exchange of energy. But hopefully, maybe I can do one next week. I'll look at my own schedule and see if it's possible. But first, I have to finish the other zodiacs of this cycle of readings. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But thank you guys so much again for your views and for your energy. And hopefully, I will come back today. If not today, it will definitely be tomorrow with the last two of the zodiacs. So we'll be doing Virgo and Libra. Okay. So you guys take care. All right. Enjoy this time period, and I'll see you later. Bye.